Well, hello everybody. Welcome to a beautiful afternoon here in northern Michigan. The sun is out. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's gorgeous. It's warm. My thermometer on the way here touched 50 degrees. I actually had to turn the fan on in the car because I was getting too hot. So that is a welcome sign, and hopefully spring is on its way. I'm going to have a lot of stuff to share with you today. So first of all, I'm going to start by getting food out because I can't believe that there's nothing left. But we're going to put that out, and then got a couple special people here. They don't want to be on cam, but I'm going to tell you about them. They drove hours to bring us some food, so I'll be showing you guys pictures of that later. So let me get started getting food out. What I do is I put just some corn out. I don't want to put a lot of it. To keep up, and Todd's even been buying food and putting it out and buying it, so because he knows he can see it. It's nothing to see 50 to 100 deer within half a mile of the house. And I'm not the only one feeding. There's many people in here that are. They've got cows too. So we're saving a lot of them though. It's hard to capture it in pictures too. It's 165 feet from the center of the road to the top of the hill. The elevation. Yeah, it's from up there. A phenomenal view of Main Street. It's miles. I would have loved to have been able to build a house up there. Not in the cards. We can swing doing some remodeling and getting that correct, but building costs are just crazy. We're just happy to have the great neighbors that we do. We're so fortunate. Yeah, we were 23 years. This was a year right across the street over there. Maybe a little bit left to it. Yeah, they're there. Pretty soon we'll get half a dozen, and then 30 of them, and then they start single file walking across the road. No, there's been times I'm throwing out food and it's landing on their back. One of Brenda's gold. There's Danny right there. No? What the heck? This is Don and Joyce Barber from check this out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I brought a 10, 50-pound bag. So if you know, what are you doing in there? There, now it'll be a little bit easier for you. Well, there's a mineral block right there. Yeah, well, I'm going to bring the rest of it out later so I can pull up, but I wanted to put this out. I got a bunch of robin food, but there's a mineral block in the fridge. I'm going to grab that. All right, I mean, if it's too heavy, don't bother, because I'm going to pull up later. All right, a little something different today. Food for the robins. My neighbors have been reporting seeing a lot of dead robins because their biological clock told them to come here. It's time. There'll be plenty of food, and unfortunately there isn't. It's all covered. Whoop. Oh, that's right, and I need to clean the snowman. He's covered in mud, and that didn't make it any better either. Oh well.
Want this in the garage again?
Yeah, or actually, why don't you bring it out now? We'll stick it out here. Or no, what? Danny, why don't you put it in the garage? I'm sorry. I thought this one was gone. Picked up another mineral block. But today we've got some food for the robins. So hopefully we'll see some come in. This sounds really tasty. It's dried soldier fly larvae. Apparently the robins love it. I'm going to just take their word for it, and I'm not going to try any. So we're just going to kind of sprinkle some of this around if you want to see what soldier fly larva looks like. Yeah, it doesn't smell so good, but apparently the robins love it. So I hope they come in. I'm going to be putting it down actually at a number of locations where we've seen robins. I haven't seen any here yet, but maybe the smell of this stuff will attract them. Whoa, boy, that's fragrant. Okay. Next we have crickets. Yum. It was so nice to go to Tractor Supply today and not even really look at the prices on anything. If I saw it and it was nutritious, we were able to get it. And yeah, these are crickets. Here, I'll show you. I'm sure you all know what crickets look like, but this is what they look like when they're dry. And they said the other birds will eat them too, but oh boy, these don't smell that good either. Okay, and last but not least, I was told, so I got a 5-pound bag of it, that they love mealworms. And these don't look any better than the other things I just showed you. Okay, boy, I'm glad these are dead, because they're disgusting looking. And I'll show you what mealworms look like, in case you don't know. They almost look like they're alive just from moving around in my hand. Alright, so we're going to give that a start. Hopefully we'll see some robins come in and partake. If not, a lot of this is going to go to where I know there's some robins right now that are looking pretty hungry. That's right. We'll hide some under here. All right. Hopefully the deer will leave those alone and the porky will come and get them. All right, let me go ahead and get started because I've got a lot of things to share with you today. Probably should start off with Richard. Got some good news this morning, and thank you to Joanne too for keeping people updated on her Facebook pages. Really appreciate that. But yeah, Richard is actually showing some improvement today. He gave us a real good scare yesterday, but things are starting to function again. Things are starting to come awake and back alive. And of course, Richard's a fighter, so that's good. So anyway, so good news. I mean, he's still in ICU, still heavily sedated, but at least his body is working. So we'll keep you updated, and thank you for your continued prayers for him. Okay, I'm a little bit out of breath here. I haven't even unloaded my vehicle yet. We had some folks. I don't know if how many of you saw when I came back out here at 10:30 last night, but I read an email that I had received from Don and Joyce Barber. They live about 220 miles away from here, about a 3.5-hour drive, and they brought us up. That's why you see the corn on the cob out here. They brought us 10 50-pound bags of it, and if we use it sparingly, I think we're good till all the snow is gone. So that was quite a blessing and a gift from them, and we definitely appreciate that. So let me get started, and I don't have everybody. In fact, Danny, hey, there's a couple envelopes. I think it's sitting on the passenger seat. Could you grab those? Because I didn't get a chance. A couple of envelopes from cards we received today. So there are some people that I don't have your name that have donated in the last 12 hours or so. So when I get home, I'll go through and I'll update the list, and I'll make sure. I haven't even put these people on the website yet. So I will be doing that today after I go back and get another load of food. But let me start out by thanking Pam Farmer from Baytown, Texas. Made a donation last night. Pam, we definitely appreciate that. Also, Jeff Crowder from Roanoke, Indiana, made a purchase in the store. Appreciate that. We had a person sign up yesterday to help us out on a monthly basis, and that's Doug Cousins. And thank you, Danny. I don't know where Doug's from. I sent him an email, but I haven't heard back from him. But Doug, thank you very much. And please let me know if I can add you to the website and where you're from. Also like to thank Norm Fisher from Temperance, Michigan, right here in my own home state. Made a very generous donation that's going to help us out a lot for several days. Thank you for that. Also like to thank Patricia Etherington from Ride Isle of Wight in the UK. Made a one-time donation. Patricia, we thank you for that. Also a couple people here that have been helping us out on a monthly basis. It is Ron and Ronna Cunningham, and they're in Black Diamond, Washington. Thank you for your ongoing support. We appreciate that. And then also Rob and Cindy Downs from Toledo, Ohio. We appreciate your support. We also had several anonymous donators. So I want to say thank you to all of you. I try to respect when you say don't mention my name. Occasionally I goof up and I do mention a name by mistake, so I try to be very careful. I actually was writing the names down and then I crossed them out so I wouldn't accidentally say them. So you know who you are. Thank you. One of them are from North Carolina. I'll mention that. Also like to thank Karen McGee from Port St. Lucie, Florida, making a one-time donation. Karen, thank you very much. Another one I haven't heard back from, I'm only going to mention the first name, and that's Dixie. Dixie, we received your donation, and then I sent you an email asking if we could put you on the website and if I could mention your name and where you're from. So if you happen to be watching this, and if it's okay, if you could let me know, that would be great. I mentioned Don and Joyce Barber from Allegan County, who brought the ear corn to us. One of the anonymous donations was from Manning, South Carolina. This has been somebody that has just been really helping us out in a major way, and I can't thank this person enough. You're really, really making a difference, and we appreciate that. And again, they didn't want me to mention their name. Also like to thank Lois and Al Duchesne from Charleston, South Carolina. made a generous donation. Thank you for that. Stephanie Vittoria from Washington, D.C. Excuse me. She's been supporting us, her and her husband, for a number of months now, and we certainly appreciate your help. And receiving money from Washington, D.C. is always a pleasure, because Brenda and I just sent our check off to Washington, D.C. not too long ago. So I feel like we're getting a little bit of it back. So thank you, Stephanie. We appreciate that. Also like to thank Robert Waple from North, and I got to make sure I pronounce this right now, Lanarkshire, and that's in the UK. Robert, I hope I pronounced that correctly. And then also Jacques Pilon from Elliott Lake, Ontario. Thank you very much. And like I said, if you didn't hear your name mentioned, it's because it's in my phone, and with all the running around I've been doing here, I just haven't had a chance to get that done, and I need to sit down and concentrate to make sure I do that accurately. I got about 3 hours of sleep last night, so a little bit better, but I'm still a little foggy here today. Another donation we received today was from Pat and Mike Clark from Bloomfield Hills. Those of you that are in our chat room at snowmancam.com, you know Mike Clark. You see him in there. He's best known in the Detroit area as the longtime co-host of the Drew and Mike Show on WRIF, top-rated radio show in the Detroit area for many, many years. So, Mike, Pat, thank you so much. We appreciate your ongoing help, too, and you guys have really made a difference. And then I also received a card here for Richard, so we'll add this to the pile. And this is from Gary Schaefer, and he's from Oxford, Michigan. And that's actually not too far away from where I used to live. I lived in Lakeville when I was a young kid, so that's actually pretty close to Oxford, downstate in northern Oakland County. So we'll make sure Richard gets that. So we appreciate that. Let me go back to my list because I know I'm forgetting stuff here. I had in the list to clean the snowman, and then I forgot to bring the stuff to clean him, so I really apologize. He looks just horrible with this mud all over him, but I will remember to bring the stuff tomorrow to get him clean. In fact, actually, Brenda's off tomorrow, so she'll probably come and she'll make sure he's clean. I'm sure she's probably pretty disgusted with the way he looks right now. And also, I just wanted to mention, too, that there are a lot of does out here with fawns, so it's just become so critical to make sure they get the nutrition they need, because they've got a lot of stress on their bodies right now. And really, this time of the year, we'll be getting real close to them actually starting to have those fawns. They usually start having them the first week in May. So we're not that far away. So I know a lot of them are really stressed right now. And we're hoping to see a lot of good, healthy fawns this year. And Mom usually brings them into the camera to show them off, too. So you guys should be seeing those hopefully in a few weeks. All right, let's see. I didn't write down a lot of stuff that I normally talk about, so I'm going to wing it and try to remember. I want to thank all the new people that have joined our Facebook pages, both our page and our fans group. Welcome. Appreciate having you guys there. I always like to remind the new folks when they come in to please introduce yourself if you would, so the rest of the group has the pleasure of knowing where you're from and who you are. I get a chance to see that when you sign up, but nobody else does until you actually make a post. And if you haven't joined our Facebook pages, now's a good time to do it. There is just a ton of great content in there right now. In fact, I'm going to be adding some more pictures. I want to take pictures of all the bags of corn and some other pictures that I have on my phone that I haven't showed you yet. And I've even got a couple shots of Richard in there too that I haven't had a chance to post yet. So those will be in there. Also, welcome to all of you who subscribed to our YouTube channel recently. We're trying to get things posted in there every day, but there's absolutely just tons of content. And somebody reminded me of something the other day too on that. When you go to snowmancam.com and you click on our YouTube link, it takes you to right directly to our YouTube page. A little box pops up asking you to subscribe. Please do. It's free. And you'll see, I don't know, maybe 5 videos, and you think, well, that might be it. Well, towards the top of that page, there's a link there that's, I think it says videos. When you click on that, it gives you access to all of them. And you'll see videos in there going back to, I think, 2005 or 2006. So you'll see a lot of video of the bear coming in here, different bears, many bears over the years coming in. You'll see a video of a mom with 3 cubs in here. You'll see video in there of a cinnamon bear, which is a real rare bear. And just a lot of other great videos that have been done over the years, news stories, behind the scenes. Like when Don and Joyce came in, they said, wow, this looks a lot different than we thought on cam, and it's true. Where you're looking, it just kind of looks flat and some trees, but there's a significant hill here, and it looks completely different. And if you go to our YouTube channel, you'll actually see some behind-the-scenes videos where I walk around and kind of give you a little better idea of what it really looks like here at different times of the year. So let's see, that's our YouTube, Twitter. I saw a bunch of new people are following us again on Twitter. Again, that's probably the fastest way to find out things like when I'm going to be here. I post what time I'm going to be here, so if you're interested in watching this live, you'll know that. And anytime there's anything extra exciting on the cam, that'll be posted there too, so that'll pop up right away. So, and it also comes up on Facebook, but I think Twitter is even faster. And just as always, want to say thanks to the folks at EarthCam for keeping us on the air and giving us a quality image to broadcast here, and to all the people that every day go in there and capture those pictures and post them in the Hall of Fame, because that is our #1 way to introduce us to new people from around the world, is from that. A lot of people find us first on EarthCam and watch us there. So I'm going to be here for a little bit because I've got a load to unload, but I am now blocking Don and Joyce in, so they can't leave until I get out of their way. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of the way, unload all that stuff, and what the heck, I'll come out one more time and say the final goodbye. So I know there's animals waiting to come in, but I'm sure they'll wait a few more minutes, because I'm going to put a few more scoops out because I picked up some really good stuff from Tractor Supply today. And whoa, what was that? I hope that was water. Oh, I bet it. No, it wasn't. It was a woodpecker. Boy, he's been eating good. Anyways, okay, I'll be back shortly. Alright, these are some oats that I was out of. I was able to pick this up from Tractor Supply. And last but not least, a little bit of dried molasses on top of the oats. It's like having oatmeal with brown sugar on it. I think 2 more scoops.
That possum on my porch last night.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It hauled bread up there, was eating it. You know, because we throw our bread out there.
Oh, you did? I thought you meant it hauled bread from here all the way to your house.
No. We throw bread out when it gets old.
Oh, okay.
I hauled it up on the porch, so I could scoop it off and start
Yeah. Okay, I think that's about all I can do right now for food. So I'm going to head back to town and fill her up again. I don't know if I'll bring it back out tonight. Probably not. There's plenty in there now tonight for Todd to put out. So maybe I'll save this load for tomorrow, and Brenda can help me unload it. So thanks to Danny for being here. Thanks for helping me unload. And oh yeah, I'll get a picture of all the corn that Don and Joyce brought up, so you can get a chance to see that. And I think that's it. So again, beautiful day in northern Michigan. The animals are waiting to come in, so I'm going to get out of here. Hope wherever you're watching at from around the world that you're warm and safe and dry and comfortable, that you're in good health and you're well fed. And with your help, like the people I mentioned already, and I'll probably have a list just as long tomorrow too, with folks like that and folks like you, we'll be here every day putting food out. So you'll see Todd tonight coming in, and then Danny in the morning. So we'll get these guys through it here. Hopefully we can get the snow out of here and get some of the stuff growing up out of the ground, so they've got some native food to eat. So take care, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.